Hello folks and welcome back for another video of the Outdoor Adventures. Austin Miller. I want to say a few things. Congratulations on the Cleveland Guardians coming back and beating the Cardinals, but can they get on a winning streak this time? I mean, they haven't had one since they won its opening series against the Seattle Mariners at the beginning part of the season, like back in early April, I think. But another thing, the engine I haven't seen run the Mount Vernon local yet, Providence and Worcester, engine number 2216. Well, I caught it on a Wednesday. I was up on the north side of Newark at TrueCore Federal Credit Union, and I ended up here in the Horn. And then we got up there at Waterworks Road, and I got just enough clearance to where I can actually get a video of it. And for the first time, I finally got and caught Providence and Worcester engine number 2216 running the Mount Vernon local on video for the first time. So I can finally mark that off my bucket list now. All I have to do is catch Indiana and Ohio Railroad engine number 2165 running the Mount Vernon local on video for the first time, and I got marked that off my bucket list as well. But that was pretty weird to see it run on a Wednesday afternoon. I've seen it run on Friday nights, like a few years ago, like Friday, December 10th. That's when I was out with my friend Sherry that one year, and Ohio Central 4098 was running light, going up towards past St. Clair Street crossing and then up there at the Shield Street crossing. But I plan on doing some crossing tours up there, especially up there at the East Main Street and Church Street railroad crossings, at least one last time this year. So at least I can get that done this year, because those two crossings will become gated crossings next year. Which I'm hoping Ohio Central adds a couple of them traffic lights that sync and turn red. Kind of like the ones that they have at the Cedar Street Railroad crossing in Newark, Ohio, than the ones down there at Maysville Pike, down there at US State Route 22 in Zanesville, Ohio. Where there's a siding track down there that goes towards another Owens Corning plant. And at least, hopefully, that'll keep people from going out and around the gates at least. But crossing there at East Main Street, Church Street, well, East Main Street's pretty bumpy, but the one at Church Street's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth going through there, but it's like East Main Street, it's like bumpy as heck. But they also need to lay some ballast down there in between the rails and ties. But then I'll also be doing a crossing tour at the St. Clair Street Railroad crossing, and at the time that I'm over there, hopefully I can get a glimpse and see if if Ohio Central's Herzog Stone Cars are still there. But I haven't seen them for over a week. I was hoping Providence and Worcester engine number 2216 would be carrying some of the Herzog Stone Cars, the Mount Vernon local, but not this time, but maybe next time I'll see it carry the Herzog Stone Cars. But hopefully soon I'll be going up to Venata, Ohio soon to help out my friend. But then I'll also be going down there, Solora Avenue and Raccoon Drive, to look at the abandoned B&O Shawnee Branch X Rock Run Branch Buckeye Central Scenic Railroad line. I'm going to try to walk across the train trestle bridge at least once, at least conquer my fear. God knows I can do it. I just have to be brave. And I'm confident I can do it this time, even if there's one little gap in that bridge. It's alright. But it's in pretty good shape. Really, really good shape. At least. But YouTuber Try Goggin said that the rails and ties are still connected together from the train trestle bridge at Raccoon Creek and over Raccoon Creek to the Tectum plant building on South 6th Street. And then those metal things are hanging over top rails and ties, and next to the tracks are called telltales. I think they were used for the crewmen to be able to apply the brakes to the train cars, for like get through clearance and stuff. And then I'll be going over to Forey Street as well to do a railroad crossing tour there eventually. I think the last time I was there, I looked at it when the rails, or you actually see the rails better. I'm not sure I saw a date on the rails. I'm not sure if it said, the date on the rails said 1953 or 1950. I think it was 1950 that the rails were laid through there. But if I go up there by the abandoned train trestle bridge, I'll see what the date is. So that way I can write it down on my fat book so I know what it is. But, sorry. My allergies have been acting up here lately. Grass pollen, this dry weather, this dry pattern we're in right now, thanks to that strong ridge of high pressure over the Great Lakes and all that. Yeah. My battle with grass pollen and my allergies is going to be going nuts for quite a while. Till we get some decent heavy rains and stuff. So at least, yeah. But I also plan on doing some fishing at Raccoon Creek for the first time here before long. And of course, this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, I'll be giving a special shout out to our veterans and first responders this weekend too. And if not this weekend, I'll give them a pretty good honor in a video on Monday. I think Newark is supposed to have a Memorial Day parade. Which is pretty neat. Aside from all that, that's all the updates on my YouTube channel for now. For now, at least. I'll still be making fishing videos, and then hopefully more train videos. Hopefully catch the Mount Vernon local, and then once YouTuber Newark Tower 1 has been given permission to announce the schedules and more of the St. Louisville, Ohio stone trains, and when they get their spur put in and get ready to build a track, when they get their grant from the Ohio Rail Development Commission, then I can be able to get videos of the stone trains on there. So I already have that marked on my bucket list. I already have it on my bucket list. I just got to get it marked off. But it could be a while though before that happens. But before I sign off, I also did hear some good news about the Zanesville and Western Scenic Railroad / Mount Perry Scenic Railway on a website called GypsyRoadTrip.com. They said the ZNW said that their routes will eventually cross 13 bridges and cover 15 miles of track and have over 15 miles of track. And they will also want to add several or more other events, including a wine tasting train as well. Which is actually going to be pretty neat, which I think is pretty cool. Then eventually, hopefully, they'll eventually get their trains to Avondale, Ohio, but like YouTuber and a Steampunk said, but before they be able to get north to Mount Perry, from Avondale, Ohio to Mount Perry, they got to get all the bridges and stuff replaced and repaired over Jonathan Creek. I know there are a few bridges over there that look pretty bad. There's one bridge over there by Old Town Road in East Fulton, Ohio, that looks like it's still in pretty good shape. And if you at certain points of the year, if you're going over U.S. State Route 22 past Lake Isabella, you may be able to see a glimpse of the bridge. I know I've seen it a few times. I went past there, and then I think there's an old Tonner engine that's there where the track splits off to two. One track that goes towards what used to be an old ice cream shop and goes down some kind of state route I don't know the name of, and then it goes towards the other track goes towards Croc Road. It crosses Croc Road the first time, and then eventually it crosses back over Croc Road again before crossing over Croc Road, State Route 93. It crosses over State Route 93 to where it goes behind Carter Lumber. That's where the BCSR C&W Alco engine setting, and then the cabooses are set in there. But hopefully eventually they'll get their Scourgeon trains to Avondale, Ohio here before long, within the next few years, maybe sooner. Depending on how much money they get, they could speed that up sooner. and get some steam trains in there, Mount Perry and all that. Put in like an engine house and something. Then, yeah, get some freight cars or some passenger cars and stuff. Get one of those powered cars, kind of like what the Cuyahoga Valley Scenic Railway has. You can get some of those, and then, yeah. And speaking of old train cars, they have like some kind of old cars and a couple of old coal cars up there on East Waltham, Ohio. And then up there by Old Town Road, you can really see the tracks good. And then they got a brush cutter that's surrounded by weeds and brush and debris. But anyway, all in all, I also want to thank you guys for 100 subscribers. I really appreciate it. I'm at 102 or 103 subscribers on my YouTube channel so far. I just want to thank you guys so much for everything and all of the subscribers. It really means a lot. But anyway, guys, stay safe out there. And God bless y'all. Stay tuned for more videos from Outdoor Adventures Austin Miller at Lunar Equity 93. And like I said, keep it outdoorsy and slay some fish. And stay tuned for more. And happy train chasing and happy exploring. God bless you guys. Stay tuned for more.